Technology, technology, technology. The word in itself means the application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes. Now, in the journalism world, technology is used to get practical information to the public. There are different platforms of technology that allow journalists to reach their audiences. There are televisions, radios, and now social media platforms. However, social media is taking the technology world by storm. It has become the most used platform to reach greater audiences and continue to grow by millions every day. However, with this new platform comes more struggles for journalists: accuracy, time, completeness.
Personally, I'd rather read the full story. I think it's annoying to only have bits and pieces and trying to go to several sources to find the whole story. I'd rather wait for something to come out a little bit later and read it all in its entirety than just get a tweet here and there or a short one paragraph article on something. I'd rather just know everything that's going on at one time.
Mhm. Now, Twitter allows both journalists and their audience to read information faster, but sometimes faster means a little less accurate. If you follow journalists on Twitter, you can see that they all have their own style. Some are serious, others are a little lighthearted, but overall they have their own unique language they use to grab readers' attention. Now, Twitter is one platform that allows journalists to get their information out quickly. There's also Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and the list goes on. However, when utilizing these platforms, sometimes people put information out there without actually checking it first. I ran a poll on Twitter to see how the public comes to information, and the results were a little surprising. Nearly 50% of people get their information from notifications. Now, with advances in technology, this doesn't really surprise me, but I did think a few more people would get their information from verified accounts.
I would say either an Instagram notification that pops up on my phone, um, Bleacher Report from Instagram, or House of Highlights from Instagram.
Sports wise, I have the ESPN app, so anytime there's like breaking news or I have my favorite sports teams linked to that, so anything that happens with them immediately pops up onto my phone. I'm big on Twitter too for news, but mostly the ESPN app for sports is where I get my information.
However, there's a lot of controversy surrounding when in doubt, go without and go with what you've got. Everyone wants to get their information and everyone wants it fast, but there's a thin line between getting the information accurate and getting it out there fast. Sometimes journalists think because they get the information first that it is accurate, but that is not the case. It has become more popular to give out information piece by piece instead of getting all the facts first and handing it out in one large story.
The way I see it is in one story, just because I'm not a big Twitter person. But I do see, like, if you watch TV on ESPN, it's broken up where 1 second they'll say this, the other second they'll say
I
that.
think, I mean, obviously it's their job to report the news, but just trying to find a balance of meeting their deadlines and getting the news out there, but in a way where the readers and fans can get the full story. Obviously, it's a fine line between deadlines and when things need to be released, but I just think fans and people would respect it more if the whole entire story was posted. And I think the athletes would as well that they're writing about.
Cool. Overall, in the world of sports, the acceptance of publishing rumors, using unidentified sources, retweeting what other journalists said without checking it is very popular. I am guilty of doing it myself. But that doesn't mean we should be doing these things. It is a strange line between being accurate and being incomplete. With the advances in technology, there is a rush to publish in the digital age. People seem to think we should have all the information fast and accurate, but technology plays a major role in this perception. However, moving forward, journalists need to remember the two trusty guides of when in doubt, go without, and go with what you've got. Thank you, Professor Panchera, for an amazing semester, and I hope you guys all like my final project.